Vipers Voices here at the Dubai International Stadium, and what a match we have seen. The Vipers' third match of the season, and they've ended up victorious in a super over. Absolutely dramatic stuff. The Gulf Giants, the opponents for the Vipers in the first ever final back in 2023, they made 179 for 5 after the Vipers put them into bat. The Vipers' response, 179 for 9, and then the super over took place. The Vipers made 13 for the loss of 1 wicket in that super over, and then a superb over from Nazim Shah restricted the Gulf Giants to 9 without loss. So victory for the Vipers. I've got Captain Sam Curran alongside me. Good evening, Sam. Never in doubt, was it?
Yeah, I guess one of those games where we fell on the right side of it, but yeah, it's really good signs I think for our team. I think we're still way off our best. I think we've still got a lot of areas of our game we want to get better. But to be sitting at 3 wins out of 3 is obviously great confidence for the team and the environment. But yeah, straight back into action tomorrow.
Let's start at the end first, if you like, with that super over. Obviously, because the Vipers had batted second, it meant you had to bat first in the super over. Shimron Hetmeyer and Dan Lawrence, Dan making a superb half-century with the 2 batters that you sent out. You had your pads on as well. 13 in that super over. Were you happy with that?
Yeah, I think it was really nice. I think those super overs have got to be quite tactical, I guess. We thought the left-right with Hetty and Dan was the right option, a little bit of a shorter side. We obviously didn't know who they were going to bowl, things like that. So it's a game of who's going to show their cards first in a way. But Dan had a beautiful strike, couple of 2s. And yeah, I think 13, 14's obviously it's a really good score, and the wicket was a little bit on the slower side. So yeah, and then Naseem was great. He held his nerve there after a tough first ball. But yeah, what a game of cricket, what a great game for the tournament as well. And it's never nice losing those super overs, but to win, it's obviously a nice little feeling.
Yeah, I think it's the first super over there's ever been in the DP World ILT 20. How did you think that over went from Nazim? Because obviously, first of all, there was a no ball, and then he bowled superbly with the free hit. There was also a wide in there as well. He really kept his nerve superbly, didn't he?
Yeah, it was good. I think in that situation, I was just speaking to him. It's kind of one ball at a time, try and nail his Yorker, in which he did, especially on that free hit. That gave him confidence to keep bowling it. We tried to use the big side here at Dubai Stadium, and yeah, it was pretty simple. We just had 2 or 3 dot balls, and then obviously he finished it really nicely, showed his class, and yeah, I'm sure he'll take great confidence from that. And yeah, the team have got all the smiles on their faces this evening.
Did you always think you were going to be able to chase 180? Because it became a really tough chase, didn't it? When you and Dan Lawrence were in, you were wanting something like 13 and over. Were you always confident you could get those runs, or at least, as it turned out, draw level?
Yeah, I guess it's been the trend of probably our last couple of games. We've lost a couple of wickets really early, so myself and Dan, we just try to almost consolidate for 5-6 overs, try and give ourselves a platform, which I thought we did. And then I guess when we got to that stage of we really need to pull the trigger, and I got out, which was frustrating. And then Dan had a couple nice hits again to get us 50, and then Hetty with a couple of nice strikes, and it always felt like we were 1 or 2 hits away. And then Kazi again, it's a lovely strike for 6, and then Ritzy to the end, a couple of 2s that were crucial to get us that super over. So those are the small things that help you win these games, or tie these games, because I did feel like we've done really well to get that close, I guess. But and then a super over is a little bit of luck in a way, but yeah, not complaining.
Yeah, Dan Lawrence, 56 from 31 balls, 6 4s, 2 6s. Just talk to us about his innings. Goodness me, he hit the ball well this evening, didn't he? And he played intelligently too. Yeah,
he's striking the ball lovely. He's been playing really well the last couple of seasons, especially even in the summer with me back at Surrey. He got a lovely 100 from memory and just been striking the ball really well. It looks like his game's in really good place, and he's confident, and he's obviously bowling really well as well, which is great for the side. And I think he used his smarts tonight. Obviously the big side, small side, picked his bowlers, and yeah, to get 50 off 30 on that wicket's a hell of a knock, and he'll be really pleased, and hopefully it continues for us.
You got 44 from 36 balls. You had a little slice of luck with your first ball. I think that was probably at LBW to mark a day, but he ended up overstepping, so you got a reprieve there and pretty much made the most of it.
Yeah, I guess when the luck's going your way, it's good. I've felt a little bit scratchy the last few games, which when you get 20s and 40s and when you're not feeling at your fluent best is good signs. So yeah, take a bit of confidence from that, and hopefully again tomorrow night in Abu Dhabi, hopefully I can get going. And yeah, like I said, it doesn't really matter. I think we're 3 from 3, and the group's in a really good place, which is great, because I don't actually feel like we're playing near our best at all. So I think the coaching staff will agree, and so will the players. So we'll talk tonight, kind of quick assess of where we can get better, and turn around tomorrow.
The toss, how much of a decision was that to decide to chase rather than bat first? Because I think it was a used surface, it had been played on before, so obviously it was going to get a little bit more difficult perhaps. Pace off the ball in the second innings was going to be effective. How much of a decision was it?
Yeah, it was a tricky one. I think we've obviously bowled the first 2 games. I think we bowled this evening thinking the wicket would probably get a lot of dew and come on a bit better, which probably didn't that much. And in hindsight, we probably could say we could review that and maybe change our decision. But again, I think we've done really well to scrap to that score. I thought the wicket slowed up fractionally, and it was quite hard to time the ball. So it links back to Dan's innings of 50 off 30 was amazing, and I guess those are the knocks that help us get over the line. So all good signs.
Patam Nasanka made 56 himself for the Gulf Giants in 29 balls, 4 fours, 4 sixes. It's his third 50 in 3 matches in the tournament. Were you happy with the way you bowled at him, or was it simply a case of a really good player playing well?
Yeah, I think we got it slightly wrong in a few areas, but he played some really good shots. He's obviously playing really well. He's a great player. So, but yeah, I thought we dragged it back after that power play, especially when I think they were 50, 55, 60 for naught. Spinners bowled really nicely, and Kazi again 2 for 20, Payne 2 for 20, and Naseem finished the game nicely at the death as well. So I think that's the best part at the moment. Everyone's just chipping in here and there, and we haven't really had that one person take the game away from the opposition, which is great, and it shows a good team when this is happening. We're all chipping in at little stages. With still a lot of games to go, I think everyone will take a bit of confidence, but yeah, we could have done things better with the ball, but I guess we can just reflect and go again tomorrow.
Yeah, Khuzaima bin Tanveer 2 for 23, Nur Ahmed 2 for 47, there was a wicket for David Payne as well, Nazim Shah none for 37, and Dan Lawrence bowled an over, none for 7. Interestingly, of course you bowled as well, 3 overs for 33. Just 38 in the final 5 overs. Was that the key, really, the way you were able to restrict Gulf Giants at the death? They never got away from you. I'm sure they would have been eyeing maybe even 200.
Yeah, I think they were on for a really big score, but I think that's when I probably, linking back to your question earlier, I think the wicket actually got a lot slower and it got more challenging, so which actually was not great signs going into our batting innings, because I was thinking about kind of how slow the wicket was getting, and the ground was playing pretty big in certain angles, and I guess, yeah, that power play, unfortunately, I thought was when we lost a couple of wickets, that was the moment we tried to pull the trigger, and other nights it would work. But me and Dan felt to just try to get us 40, 50 like safer runs before taking too many risks, and yeah, he took the game away, and then a couple of nice blows, and somehow we got there to a super over. So yeah, all good.
So a late finish tonight because of that super over, and as you say, it's back-to-back matches now. MI Emirates down in Abu Dhabi. They lost their first game to Gulf Giants by 6 wickets, but they won against Sharjah Warriors by 4 runs, defending 185. Just looking at their roster, Puran, Pollard, Romario, Shepherd, Rashid Khan, Johnny Bairstow, Mohammed Wazeem, the UAE top order player, Tom Banton. It's a pretty impressive list, and you're going to have to be at your best, aren't you?
Yeah, I guess I feel like this year the standard of players and the quality across all teams, everyone's getting used to the conditions and things like that. MI are always a quality outfit, and we obviously got a quick turnaround, so get to bed, have a good feed, and then focus on them in the morning. Kind of Abu Dhabi, first game of the season there for us. It's normally a great wicket, so hopefully we can play really well. But yeah, I think the best thing is we focus on ourselves. We're confident at the moment, and fingers crossed we can kind of come across that side tomorrow night, and hopefully again 4 from 4, but it's a process to do that, and yeah, we're really looking forward to the challenge.
And you must really be enjoying captaincy. It's an easy life, isn't it? As captain, you just shake hands at the end of the game, you're victorious, happy days.
Well, yeah, there've been some close ones, and some one of those ones we got over the line, which has been good, but I guess yeah, hopefully Lockie's trucking really well. He might be back in the side hopefully tomorrow, so yeah, it's not a bad thing that we got so many good players around our group, and fingers crossed we can just keep getting better each game towards that kind of back end of the group.
So there we are, Sam Curran chatting with us here on Vipers Voices after an absolute thriller, the first ever super over in the DP World ILT20. Obviously that means it's the first super over for the Desert Vipers as well, and it ended up in a victory. So 3 from 3 for the team, and that's a great start to this DP World ILT20. Next up, it's MI Emirates down in Abu Dhabi, and of course we'll have all the reaction for you after that next encounter.